Good morning, children. Welcome back to PN Amasi e-learning classes. Let's start with our new chapter, chapter number 17, Life in Water. Water is home to many plants and animals. So children, here water, it is a home for many plants and animals. Many plants and animals, they live in water. Plants and animals living in water bodies are called aquatic plants and aquatic animals. So children, here plants which are living in water and animals also which are living in water, they are called aquatic plants and aquatic animals. Water bodies like seas, oceans, rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. have a large variety of plants and animals. So children, here we can see a large amount of plants and animals and also variety. In seas, oceans, rivers, lakes and ponds, we can see large variety of plants and animals. It is believed that life on earth originated because of the presence of water. So children, here it is been believed that life on earth came because of the water. So the sentence says that it is believed that life on earth, it is originated because of the presence of water. Now let's start with our first topic, that is plants in water. So children, in this topic we will see two kinds of plants. First one is submerged plants and floating plants. So many kinds of plants grow in water. So before also we have learned that many kinds of plants grow in water. They have special features which help them to make their food through photosynthesis. So children, this also you have studied that there is a special features in the plants and that features make the food, and that process is called photosynthesis. So now we will see submerged plants. Now what is submerged plants? These grow under the surface of water. They grow under the surface of water. They have roots fixed to the water bed. Now their roots are been fixed to the water bed. They have spongy stems which help them to float in water. Now their stems are spongy types. Now what they do? They help the plant to float in the water. They have narrow leaves and no stomata. So children, these plants, they are having the narrow leaves and no stomata. Now what is the meaning of stomata? It is a small cells on the leaves which helps the plant to absorb carbon dioxide and release the oxygen. Most submerged plants clean the water by absorbing the carbon dioxide in it and releasing oxygen. So children, most of the submerged plants, they clean the water by absorbing the carbon dioxide and releasing the oxygen. Ferns, Vallisneria and stargrass are some common examples of submerged plants. So these plants are the examples of submerged plants. Now next one is floating plants. They are of two kinds. Now floating plants, they are of two types. The first kinds of those which grow on the surface of the water. So first kind is they grow on the surface of the water. The entire plant including the roots, leaves and flowers floats. So the entire plant including roots, leaves and flowers, they all floats in the water. Some of them have spongy leaves which help them to float. So previous also we have studied that some leaves, they are spongy and which helps them to float in water. They may also have broad leaves with stomata which help them to breathe. So they have the broad leaves with stomata which helps them to breathe. The leaves may have a coating of wax to prevent them from rotting in the water. So children, some leaves they may have coating of wax so that they can prevent from rotting in the water. The roots float freely and absorb nutrients from the water directly. So roots they float freely and they absorb the nutrients from the water directly. Some of these plants such as water hyacinth, duckweeds and pondweeds are found in ponds and backwaters which have little or no current. So children, these type of plants they are found in ponds and backwaters where there is little water and no current. The second kind of floating plants like lotus, water lily and water pennywort have leaves and flowers which floats on the water while their roots are fixed to the water bed. So second kind of floating plants like lotus, water lily and water pennywort, their leaves and flowers they float on the water and their roots are fixed to the water bed. Some plants grow very quickly and densely on the water surface. This causes clogging of the waterways, fall odor and water pollution. So children, this causes clogging. Now, what is the meaning of clogging? To become blocked due to a slow gathering of thick wet matter. So, clogging means it is a blocking due to the slow gathering of thick and wet matter. These plants may also harm other plants and animals living in the water. So they can harm the other plants and animals which are living in water by blocking sunlight and air. So how they can harm the plants and animals which are living in water? By blocking sunlight and air and absorbing all the nutrients. So they can absorb all the nutrients also. These are known as aquatic weeds. So children, we have completed the first part. We will see the next topic in our next video. Till then, take care.